What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Saturday, January 26th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Hey guys, real quick, I just wanted to show you one of my lineups on FanDuel from yesterday. I had 366.6 points, 7th place. I won $3,000. Great night. I built this lineup from the cheat sheet that we have here on Draft Dashboard. I plugged in players from the cheat sheet. I put in a couple of my own players from the research that I did on the Draft Dashboard tools, and I built this winning lineup just about 9 points short of 100,000. It was a great win last night, so let's get into it for today. Okay, let's take a look at the point guard position. I like Ben Simmons from the Philadelphia 76ers playing the Denver Nuggets, who have a really good defense overall. But Ben Simmons has scored 60, 31, and 53 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 44.4 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 33 minutes per game with a 22% usage rate. Ben Simmons is $9,600 DraftKings salary. He's $500 more on FanDuel, projected at 50.5 fantasy points here tonight. That's over 5 times value. Joel Embiid and Jimmy Butler have been ruled out for this game, so that's a huge usage spike for Ben Simmons. It's not a great matchup, but with Joel Embiid and Jimmy Butler out, I love Ben Simmons here versus the Denver Nuggets. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the position optimizer where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new player trends tool where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Before we move on, I just want to mention a quick value play here at point guard. Corey Joseph from the Indiana Pacers. He's going to have to step it up with that injury to Victor Oladipo. So it's a low salary player you can plug in here to fit some of these other higher priced studs. Okay, moving on to the shooting guard position. I like CJ McCollum for the Portland Trailblazers playing the Atlanta Hawks, who have the absolute worst defense overall, and they give up the absolute most fantasy points to opposing shooting guards. CJ McCollum has scored 30, 43, and 28 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 31.9 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 34 minutes per game with a 26% usage rate. CJ McCollum is $6,600 DraftKings salary. He's $200 more on FanDuel, projected at 32 fantasy points here tonight. That's almost 5 times value. This is a home game, a fast-paced game versus a really bad defense. I love CJ McCollum here versus the Atlanta Hawks. Okay everyone, it's time to announce the winner of this week's $100 comment contest. And the winner is Donnie Harrison. Donnie Harrison, you are the winner of this week's comment contest. Congratulations. Please reply to our comment to collect your prize. Let's give Donnie some love in the comments, everybody. No NFL this week. We're going to have a fantastic NBA weekend. So get your comment in below. Give Donnie some love, and let's get another big win tonight. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the small forward position. I like Marcus Morris from the Boston Celtics playing the Golden State Warriors, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they're also middle-of-the-pack defending opposing small forwards. Marcus Morris has scored 25, 28, and 23 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 26.7 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 27 minutes per game with a 21% usage rate. Marcus Morris is $4,800 DraftKings salary. He's $500 more on FanDuel. I love that DraftKings price, projected at 24.7 fantasy points here tonight. That's right over 5 times value. Marcus Morris has 35-point upside. There's an implied total of 230.5 points in this game. That's a high total, so I like Marcus Morris here versus the Golden State Warriors. Okay, let's take a look at the power forward position. I like John Collins from the Atlanta Hawks playing the Portland Trailblazers, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they're also middle-of-the-pack defending opposing power forwards. John Collins has scored 53, 32, and 34 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 37.3 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 30 minutes per game with a 23% usage rate. John Collins is $8,000 DraftKings salary. He's $500 more on FanDuel. Projected at 34.5 fantasy points here tonight. He's going to need about 40 fantasy points to hit 5 times value. There's an implied total of 228.5 points in this game. I like John Collins here versus the Portland Trailblazers. Okay, moving on to the center position. I like Jusuf Nurkic from the Portland Trailblazers playing the Atlanta Hawks, who have the absolute worst defense overall, and they give up the 11 most fantasy points to opposing centers. Nurk has scored 30, 47, and 54 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 37.8 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 27 minutes per game with a 25% usage rate. Jusuf Nurkic is $8,600 DraftKings salary. He's $900 more on FanDuel. I prefer that DraftKings price. Projected at 36.1 fantasy points here tonight, he's going to need about 40 fantasy points to hit 5 times value. This is a home game, a fast-paced game. Nurk's got plenty of rest, facing a terrible defense. I love Jusuf Nurkic here versus the Atlanta Hawks.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.